the medical prescriptions followed by magical spells. And so the doctor will need both. He will need first a medical prescription. So, okay, you have a headache, take some honey, and then lay down, and look like what Kaiser will tell you. And then at the end, though, he will add, and for the power of the God Horus, I will make you be okay again very soon. Things like that. So we found those spells. We know that priests were doctors, were magicians. Here I just selected a text from, actually this graffito was written on the rock. Egyptians were also traveling in the desert, so they were leaving messages for us to read. And so if you've been in Egypt, this is not a touristic place, but Atinub is in between the Nile Valley and the Red Sea, and we find a lot of graffiti there. And so this priest of Sekhmet, his name is Eli Shekhnat, he said, I seem to be overseer of the pure priest of Sekhmet, overseer of the magician, and chief physician of the king, who daily reads the scroll, who lays his hand on the patient, and thereby acquire knowledge about him, who is an expert in examining by means of the hand. So it's really clear that he was a magician, but he was also a doctor. And the priest of Sekhmet, I now you know who is Sekhmet, right? This nice lady on the wall with this fierce lion face. Lion goddesses were very powerful, also very dangerous. They get really angry, and it's really interesting how in ancient Egypt female goddesses can get angrier than male goddesses. The female goddesses, they also had the demons to send out on earth to bring the plague or bring illness. Sekhmet was the worst of all. When she was angry, and we have stories about that, what we call myths, she would send earth and bring plague, like a sort of. And so Sekhmet needed to be appeased. That's why we found 100 statues of Sekhmet. If you've been maybe at the Metropolitan Museum, they have a lot. All major museums have statues of Sekhmet. We have one also at the Earth Museum of Anthropology in Berkeley. I have a slide later on. I invite you all to visit us because we are finally open on Friday, on your Friday. It's better than now. And we have a beautiful Sekhmet there too. But Sekhmet appears in temples. She's a very important goddess. She's the eye of Ra, the sun god, and she can send you demons. So priests of Sekhmet were magicians who could keep Sekhmet at bay. Other priests very famous are the priests of Serket. And Serket is really my favorite goddess. She's the scorpion.
See, she's talking about Serket. We never talk about her.
The scorpion on your head. I don't know if you never consider
That's beautiful.
walking around with the scorpion on your head.
The scorpion on our head, that's Serket.
On a regular basis. This one in particular is very famous. It's all in gold. Sorry, cannot come to your place because this is in Cairo. It's part of the treasure of Tutankhamun.
Yeah, we kicking it after this.
It's going to be easy. There are copies though. There are copies of all those famous statues. And I love also Sekhmet in full animal form with human head, and she has the moon on her head. So Serket was also very important, and the priest of Sekhmet was magician.
Let me see if I can zoom in.
Is what? To heal you from poisonous bites of scorpions and snakes and all kinds of useless animals. So we have magical text that, like this one, I was just reading, it said, "You poisons, come forth to me, I am sacred." And it was typically these spells for the magicians to become the god. So in order to be powerful, he was assimilating himself to the god. And this, you can find this in other magical traditions, like in order to do something, you have to become a sort of superpower, right? So not human anymore. Among the magicians,
I can't hold the phone for the whole show.
you all know him.
I'll be back.
When you
Oh,
watch
Imhotep.
the first mummy with Boris Karloff or the later one with Arnold Vosloo. I'm a Boris Karloff team. But the sequel of the mummy, of course, has been really popular in Hollywood because it's, again, the perception of ancient Egyptian magic. The mummy wakes up and the mummy will do magic. In the movie, of course, the Book of the Dead is really a magical book, but it's more like black magic because we will try to do
Yeah,
religious